place, followed by Charlene Wong, Rory Flack, Rosalind Sumners, and Elizabeth Manley.
Caryn Kadavy currently in 7th place, score of 67.7 in her technical program. 1987 world bronze medalist from the United States. Judy, Caryn is generally an absolutely beautiful skater.
I would say, Bill, she is our most exquisite skater, lady skater of the United States. The problem with Caryn is she doesn't always hang tough when it comes to the elements. And hopefully today she's not going to have that problem. She really needs to hit these jumps. She's preparing for one right now, a double axel. Nice double axel. Comes a triple toe, and she gets it. She is on today. Gorgeous spiral. Rendition of Les Mis.
An angelic performance from Caryn Kadavy. Absolutely beautiful, and a nice round of applause from the crowd here at the Met Center.
We're looking at Caryn's first jump, a huge double axel. Look at the height she gets. No problem with that landing. She also had no problem with this triple toe. These are ones that she usually bails out at, but look how easy she gets up and out.
Very solid performance from Caryn Kadavy, and now let's look at Caryn's marks. First for technical difficulty, 9.9, 9.9, 9.997, 9.8, 9.9, and 9.8, 68.9. And remember, Caryn did not have a great technical program, so these marks in the artistic program, very good, and big smile you see from Caryn. Now artistic merit. Oh, and look at that, 2 10s in there. 69.5, so that will help Caryn move up. And Peter Carruthers is down with a happy Caryn Kadavy.
Well, you've got 10, a perfect double axel, a great triple toe loop. How did you feel? You had to feel great.
Fantastic. I took one thing at a time, and I had this goal that I wanted to nail everything, and this happened. I'm just so excited.
How about that crowd?
It was wonderful, beautiful, great support. I hear them all every time I landed. It was great.
Standing ovation, everything. Congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
Bill?
All right, Peter, so Caryn Kadavy giving everyone else something to shoot for here in the artistic program. And up next, Elizabeth Manley from Canada, the 1988 Olympic and world silver medalist, and she won this event as a professional in '89.
Judy, we saw Liz in practice, and she seemed to be struggling a bit.
She was, Bill, but leave it to Liz to pull it all together when it comes to competition. She has tremendous spunk and finesse.
She does tend to feed off the crowd. Crowd gets behind her, she can turn in an excellent performance.
Setting up for the first double axel. Double toe. Nice combination for Liz. Double axel. Liz's strength is her flow over the ice. She really moves.
There's the footwork section.
Also very, very strong at spinning. Beautiful layback into a back sit. I don't get the feeling that this program is going as well, it's going over as well with the audience as she's liked.
From Canada, Elizabeth Manley. Fifth place after the technical program. But ahead of Liz, Rosalind Sumners, Charlene Wong, Rory Flack, and Jill Trenary. So it might be difficult for Liz to move up.
And here are the scores now for Elizabeth Manley. First set of marks for technical difficulty, and not what I'm sure she had hoped they would be, 68.4. And the artistic marks, 68.9. And coming up, our defending champion, Rosalind Sumners.
USA, Rosalind Sumners.
There's our defending champion, Rosalind Sumners from Seattle, the 1984 Olympic silver medalist. In fourth place after the technical program.
This is a new avenue for Rosalind. She's never done country. This piece to I Feel Lucky, Mary Chapin Carpenter. It's kind of fun for her. And for Rosalind, that's the name of the game now, having fun. That's the jump she missed in the technical program. She landed it great there. Beautiful double axel. She's not having any trouble with her jump. She seemed to nail them, and she's really getting into the performance aspect of her skating. Used to be known as the technician, and all of a sudden she has everything going.
She has really blossomed as a professional.
She sure has.
This is certainly not the same young woman who came out of the 1984 Olympics. I mean, what a difference in the last 8 years.
She's having a good time. Life changed for Rosalind, and she grew a lot, and like I said before, it's all a matter of fun now.
And the hat stays on. Nice round of applause for the defending champion, Rosalind Sumners.
Earlier in Rosalind's routine, we see where she nailed this double axel. No problem whatsoever. She gets up there and easily flows out of the jump.
So the marks now for the defending champion, Rosalind Sumners. Technical difficulty, 9.8, 2.97s, a 9.6. Total of 68.0, and now the artistic merit numbers, mostly 9.9s. There's a 10 in there. They're better, 69.2.
2 years ago, she won this event. Last year, she finished second to Rosalind Sumners. Charlene Wong, who comes in tied for second with Rory Flack.
This should actually be a very interesting piece. It was choreographed by Ricky Harris, and it's her ice rendition of Alvin Ailey's ballet Cry, created and danced by Judith Jameson. Talks about the struggle of the African women. Preparing for her double axel. Nicely done. Charlene isn't a big jumper. She does the jump competently and goes through and completes the motion, but she's more known for her movement on the ice, that the ballet body and the flow.
Now the change in music. It's very important as a professional skater to show versatility.
That's right. Judges look for that, and it's also good in your skating to grow. If you're constantly doing classical pieces or sticking to fast pieces, you never have that chance to take a new risk. I don't know that many people expected Charlene to be in a tie for second, but she's really proven herself here. What's different this year about Charlene is that she's tried to incorporate a lot more dance into this program. She's really worked on movement through the body with her choreographer, Ricky Harris.
Now, Charlene Wong, after the technical program, tied for second. She's going to need scores of 9.8 or better to keep a lead over Elizabeth Manley and Rosalind Sumners.
Although Charlene didn't have a lot of technical difficulty, she did have a huge double axel.
Charlene Wong awaiting the marks. There's her coach, Ricky Harris, to Charlene's right. To her left, her husband, Scott Williams. And there are the marks for technical difficulty. Not that high, 67.0. And coming up next, the artistic merit marks. And those are a little better. It's a 9.9 in there, 68.1. And coming up next, a visit with Jill Trenary.
To at the very least come away with a silver.
I'm just a woman, a lonely woman, waiting on the wheel show. I'm just a woman who's only human. One you should feel sorry for.
beautiful camel. She did them both ways, both on the left foot and the right foot. Don't see many skaters do that. Nice double axel. Rory is a consummate performer. She is really into this performance. Toe in the artistic program almost put her hand down on the landing, but no, it really doesn't matter. Again, a beautiful double flip with the arms by the waist. It's quite different when you pull them into your waist versus your chest. A second beautiful double axel. This program is made up of pictures. She's constantly creating different looks and lines, and each one a separate photograph. It's called the Bielman spin.
Beautiful. No one knew who she was a year ago. They know now. Rory Flack. And she needs to average just over 9/8 for these scores coming up for, at the very least, the silver medal.
Here's that triple toe that Rory did. She got tremendous lift from the toe pick. Nice landing until she leaned a little to the side. The hand almost went down, but not quite.
So we'll have to see if that lean cost Rory. Big smile.
Wow.
And the marks for technical difficulty, 68.9. And now artistic merit, also 68.9. So that puts Rory Flack in first place, and she'll have to wait out the artistic performance from Jill.
She's from Minnesota, three-time national champion. She was the world champion in 1990, and currently our leader, Jill Trenary.
Skating to the music Caravan and choreographed by Katarina Lindgren, a former Swedish figure skating champion. Jill's already said, even though this is her second professional championship, she's not a lover of competition.
Jill had a huge lead after the technical program, 0.8 of a point. So she really just has to do 9 7s and 9 8s to win the championship.
Here comes her first supposedly triple sow cow. Beautiful. She's the newest professional at this event, but it certainly isn't showing that she's nervous. You can see that that scarf that she started with is now part of her skirt. Another one of those double flips with the hands at the waist. Very popular jump today. Double axel, little bobble on the landing, but pretty solid otherwise. Very easy jump combination that she performed with just so easily.
Seems to be just gathering confidence as this routine goes on.
I think that confidence will help her make a decision as to whether or not she will try to enter another Olympics.
Well done. She needed to be solid, and that she was. Jill Trenary. And 9 8s will do it for Jill.
There's that exquisite double flip that Jill does with her hands right at her waist. Been a very popular jump this competition.
Remember, a lot of pressure on Jill skating in front of her hometown fans here, as we've talked about, but she seems very relaxed as she awaits the marks for technical difficulty, and they're very good. And the crowd has just seen them. All 10s and 1 9.9. 69.9. Katarina Lindgren, her coach, there to Jill's right. And now the marks for artistic merit.
And the marks for artistic merit.
Oh, yes, a bunch of 10s, and that's going to be enough for Jill to win the ladies' title. 69.9. Let's go down to Peter.
All right, okay, 10s, you're in Minnesota. You've won the competition. You did it.
I was nervous because it's the first time to ever do something kind of theatrical like this, so, and the crowd's great, and they're always so kind to me.
Well, you look so strong competing again. Does it feel good to get back to compete, or is it still just as hard as it ever was?
It's really just as hard because I'm so conditioned to kind of think a certain way, like go out there and do my very best, and I get so nervous, but I'll work on that.
Well, can I tell you something? You did your very best tonight. It was great.
I'll see you
Good job. Yeah, you will. Okay.
The final standings in the ladies' competition, Jill Trenary, Rory Flack was second. Caryn Kadavy, with that strong artistic performance, finishes third. Tied for fourth, Elizabeth Manley and Rosalind Sumners. And Sumners, 1990 world champion and hometown favorite, Jill Trenary. 1992 Olympic silver medalist, Paul Wylie. 1988 Olympic silver medalist, Brian Orser. the Olympic and World Pairs champions Natalia Miskichinuk and Archer Dmitriev. All competing in the U.S. Open Professional Figure Skating Championships. Welcome to the Met Center, the Twin Cities, Bloomington, Minnesota. Hello, everyone. It's good to have you with us. I'm Bill McAtee, along with ice dancing champion Judy Blumberg and Olympic silver medalist Peter Carruthers. And Judy, you look at this field and it's very deep. Some of the names, Trenary, Hall, Wylie, Rosalind, Sumners. I mean, this is a very good field.
And that's exactly what's impressed me about this U.S. Open. Certainly Jill Trenary is the hometown favorite, but she's got to contend with Elizabeth Manley and Rosalind Sumners, both Olympic silver medalists. I would say, though, the biggest surprise is Rory Flack. This is not going to be an easy competition for any one of these ladies.
And Peter, the same thing can be said of the pairs competition. That's your specialty, along with your sister Kitty.
It really is incredible because we're at the U.S. Open, but the top 3 pair teams are all Russian. And this is why. Because we have the 1984 gold medalist Belova and Vasiliev here, the current gold medalists Miskichinuk and Dmitriev, and the silver medalists behind them, Bechky and Petrov, and they're all skating well.
Now, coming up first is the men's competition, and we want to show you what happened earlier in the technical program. And Paul Wylie, he got off to a big start.
Completely impressed me in this technical program. Look at this triple axel. 3.5 times around in the air with a great landing. Again, the landing was very controlled. He's really looking good. And here's another jump, the triple Lutz. He'll vault up off of his right foot 3 times around in the air, perfect control, good position, and a strong landing. He is really on his game.
And that's why Paul Wylie is our leader after the technical program, followed by Alexander Fadeev, Gregor Filipowski, Brian Orser, and Peter Barna. On the ice now from Czechoslovakia, currently in 5th place, Peter Barna, who attempted a quad in the Olympic Games in Albertville and 2-footed the landing, but a gutsy attempt nonetheless, trying to move up in the standings, currently behind Brian Orser, who's in 4th place.
Starting off with a double axel, good control. Camel change, camel. Difficult triple Lutz 3 times around, only a double. He only turned twice in the air, so he will only get credit for a double Lutz. And a very nice triple toe loop. Footwork section coming down the ice. That is very quick steps.
Now we'll move ahead a couple of centuries.
I'll say.
Peter does a little moonwalking.
Thomas Flair on the ice.
Peter Barna from Czechoslovakia, the Olympic bronze medalist. Currently in 5th place and looking to move into medal contention.
I feel that the end of the program sort of left the audience a little bit confused. Here's the double axel taking off the left foot forwards, rotating 2.5 times, and a very good landing. Look at the stretch. Here's the triple toe loop, that is 3 times around in the air. Obviously more credit because there's more rotation in the jump. And that was well done.
And now the marks for Peter Barna. First set of marks for technical difficulty, 3.98s in there. Second set of marks for artistic interpretation, and a 68.1. But that won't do much for Peter Barna in the standings. And a look at Canadian star Brian Orser as he prepares himself for the competition. We had a chance to talk.
1987 world champion, 5-time Canadian national champion. He is currently in 4th place, 0.3 of a point behind Gregor Filipowski.
At this point for Brian to move up, he really needs to hit these jumps that he has planned.
Skating to a contemporary piece called Still Got the Blues. And he says the key here is the triple Lutz early in his program. He says once he gets that done, he'll feel pretty good about things.
Starting off with a double axel. Very well done. Bill, you mentioned the triple Lutz. Here it comes right now. He did it! Yes! He's had difficulty with that jump in competition over the past 2 years, but finally did it today. A good showing for Brian.
And now these marks for his artistic performance, so important, representing 2/3 of the overall score. First set of marks for technical merit, second for artistic impression. Trying to move into medal contention. Let's take another look, Peter.
Well, this is the jump that he's had so much success with, the double axel, That was fine. He's always had a good one. Now, the triple Lutz, this was the one to get by, and he did it very well. Watch, 3 times around in the air, 1, 2, 3, and a very clean landing on 1 foot, and he looks happy about it.
Actually, a very clean all-round performance for Brian Orser, and now his scores in technical difficulty, and they're good. 9-9, 9-8, 9-9, a couple more 9-8s, another 9-9, and 9-8. A total of 68.9, and now artistic, and look at that, 2 10s. 2 perfect scores in there for Brian Orser. Skating championships.
On the ice now, the 1989 world bronze medalist, 5-time national champion from Poland, Gregor Filipowski. 3rd place after the technical routine. Once again, that strong performance from Brian Orser.
Artistically, all of these programs are very good. But one way the judges can decide on their scores is by comparing the jumps. It's a very visual thing to compare. Either you do them or you don't.
And of course, the scoring for this event created by, and the event itself is produced by, the Professional Skaters Guild of America, governing professional skating throughout the United States.
Triple loop, taking off backwards, and a great landing. Triple toe ollie with a double toe loop on the end of that jump. Single axle. He had planned a double axle. He only rotated 1.5 times in the air on that jump.
Gregor Filipowski from Poland. And now it'll be interesting, Peter, to see what the judges do, because he has to average 9.8s and 9.9s. Otherwise, Brian Orsher will do no worse than third place in the bronze medal.
That's true. And it is coming down to these jumps. Now here's the triple loop. They'll rotate 3 times in the air, taking off backward. A very strong position in the air and a good landing. Now here he will do the triple toe loop, that is 3 times around, and then at the end of it do another double toe loop.
And now the scores for Gregor Filipowski, and look, very good technical difficulty marks. 4 9.9s, 69.0, and now artistic, and look, 2 perfect scores of 10, 69.2 in the artistic.
Currently in second place, the 1985 world champion from Russia, Alexander Fadeev. European champion, 7 times the Russian national champion, and he has been around for a while.
Yes, and he's having a little bit of trouble with his jumps tonight. If you notice on the landings, they are not flowing out with speed. You're seeing ice fly up from the toe picks jamming in.
Remember, Paul Wylie got out to a big lead. 0.5 of a point after the technical program, so Fadeev really has to have good scores to put some pressure on Paul Wylie.
Good control on that jump. One major difference between Alexander Fadeev and Paul Wylie, who is currently leading, is the speed. Alexander is not skating at the speed that Paul Wylie does. The triple sow cow.
Showing the versatility, change in music. A couple of nifty steps.
Yeah. Now this is important. Even though it's a competition, the crowd's getting excited. And that feedback from the audience comes right back at you and sends your adrenaline, and you really go out there and skate well. Well, they like that.
Alexander Fadeev, and you saw in the corner during that routine some of the other skaters kind of moving to the music, everybody really getting into it. Nice job from the 1985 world champion. And some of the folks are on their feet here at the Met Center in the Twin Cities.
One of the many jumps, the double axel combination with a triple toe loop. Now notice there wasn't a lot of speed coming out of that jump. He did complete it, however, it was not done with perfection.
So now look at the marks for Alexander Fadeev, and the technical difficulty marks very good. Mostly 9.9s. There you see a 10 in there and a 9.8. And the artistic, a pair of 10s and a total of 69.3. And coming up next, Olympic silver medalist Paul Wylie.
On the ice now, one of the great stories to come out of the Albertville Olympics. Paul Wylie was only 11th in the world the year before, a controversial selection to the team. Many people had kind of given up on Paul. And yet when it was all over, there he was on the medal stand wearing the silver medal, and our leader after the technical program.
And he's skating to JFK. The theme from the movie JFK, of course. Notice the speed that Paul will build up throughout this performance. He really gets down on his knees and pushes hard. Tough jump right here. Triple flip. Yes! Done very well. It's always nice to get that first jump out of the way. Great control on the double axel. Oh my goodness, a problem on the flying change sit spin. How unusual. A fairly easy move for him.
Paul trying to keep it together. Big jump coming up here.
Triple Lutz done very well. That spin problem that he had earlier may not take off of the score too much because it was on a very easy move.
Now his scores, he'll need to get about 2/3 9.9s, and the other third 9.8s. So Alexander Fadeev could do no worse than second, did put the pressure on.
Very agile on this footwork. Impressive. Very nice performance. Only one small mistake on that spin. Now it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Well, the crowd certainly appreciated everyone on their feet here at the Met Center for Paul Wylie, the Olympic silver medalist.
Here's where he had some difficulty on this particular flying change sit spin. It looks like he's got it, then all of a sudden he sits down. Now, the only good news for this is he did fall on a fairly easy move. Look at this. He turns around and backs it up with a perfect triple Lutz. Again, he's really on his jumps, and those are the things that he's had problems with in the past. Now, what impresses me about this is the agility he has in his footwork. It's really unmatched by any other man.
Paul Wylie, who lives in Cambridge, Massachusetts, where he graduated from Harvard, and has already been accepted to the Harvard Law School, so he says he only plans to skate as a professional for the next 2 years, and then will go on to law school.
Remember, the first set of marks for technical difficulty in the artistic performance. Here they are. Oh, and look at that. 4 10s. 69.7 for technical difficulty. And you know the artistic numbers are going to be good. Mary Schofield is coach there with Paul. Oh, yes. 5 10s. They get ready to announce it. There's the applause. 69.8. And Judy Blumberg is down with Paul right now. Judy?
Paul, just a superb performance. You lost a little focus there on the spin, but then you regained the intensity that you had from the beginning.
Right, well, I think I hit some ice that was there. They had a precision team skate before, so it was kind of ruddy in there, but it just, this music and this program carries its own intensity, and it never lets me get too far away.
Did you feel the pressure out there tonight?
Definitely. I was leading going into this program, and I just totally wanted to win this competition, so I didn't want to grab on too tight, but I wanted just to skate well and keep it together.
You did. Paul, are you feeling the pressure as a pro compared to competing as an amateur?
Well, it feels a lot better as a pro, actually. I don't know, at least, you know, if I finish, you know, second or something in this competition, it's not like I can't go on with the rest of my career, which is how it is in amateurs. You know, they cut you off at one point, and that's why it feels a lot better as a pro.
Just superb again. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Bill?